Greetings. Group E is proud to present Sinking Sands, the Bahamas on the front lines of climate change. Climate change is actually one of our most prevalent issues that we endure. So this group, Group E, is actually proud on presenting such a topic. Now the Bahamas is one of the most beautiful countries in the world. With our crystal clear waters, vibrant culture, and traditions like Junkanoo, all of this is what makes our heritage unique. But climate change is a growing threat, and this threat actually hinders our development for our nation. Essentially, climate change is the long term alteration of temperatures and weather patterns mostly caused by human activity. Because we are a low lying island nation, we are especially vulnerable to this. Things like rising seas, stronger storms, and flooding directly threaten our homes, communities, and natural beauty, putting our way of life and culture at risk. So you may want to ask me, hey, how does climate change happen? Not one, 3 points are actually fossil fuel combustion, heat trapping effect, and deforestation impact. Let me explain. When we burn oil and gas and coal for energy, we release carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. These gases trap heat through what's called the greenhouse effect, warming the planet. Another contributor is deforestation. This is when we cut down forests, like trees, even plants, reducing the Earth's ability to absorb these gases like carbon dioxide, which worsens and accelerate warming. Together, these processes are altering the climate and increasing risk for countries like ours. So, one of the most visible impact for us is rising sea levels. As ocean warms, they expand, melting glaciers from the north to the South Pole. For the Bahamas, this means frequent flooding, mangrove loss, coastal erosion, and shrinking islands. Think of it like this: if there's more water, knowing that the Bahamas is below sea level, this is actually like a serious matter. Why? Because as the country is known to be on the sea level, and we as an archipelago nation, which basically means that we're a nation made up of islands and keys, the shrinking island basically means that if there's more water, there's less land. Less land means less island. Less island means smaller Bahamas. So this is becoming a serious global concern for us. Hurricanes are even getting affected, and tropical storms are even getting worse by the year. Hurricanes are getting stronger and more dangerous because of climate change. Warmer ocean waters fuel storms, making them more intense and destructive. As we all could recall, Hurricane Dorian back in 2019 was record breaking, with winds up to 185 miles per hour, and the loss and expense of the economic damage was up to over $3 billion, and many lives were lost. All of this was the effect of climate change. We can say if climate change wasn't a thing, even though Hurricane Dorian may have still happened, most definitely hundreds of lives would have been lost, and so much money would have never happened in order to repair the economy, like Freeport, Grand Bahama, and Abaco. Our marine ecosystem are also suffering. Coral reefs are dying from bleaching, mangroves are being destroyed, and the protection these ecosystems provide is disappearing. When these ecosystems collapse, it affects fisheries, tourism, and our coastlines. Living here, I see how interconnected our environment is. If the reef and mangroves die, it affects everyone. Tourism is basically the backbone of our economy. It contributes to 43% of the GDP. More than half of 52% of our workforce relies in tourism, and accounting for 81% of our export earnings means that our revenue, or at least the money coming in the country, is also heavily relied on tourism. Storms, flooding, and reef destruction can discourage visitors forever coming back to the Bahamas, and rebuilding after disasters are costly. Protecting our environment is not just ecological, it's economic too. Our government has taken steps to address these threats. Resilient building measures focuses on infrastructure, disaster planning, and ecosystem protection. These efforts are essential to minimize damage and help communities recover faster when storms and floods hit. The Red Cross is one of them, and by protecting the ecosystem means that you're protecting our marine life, you're protecting our industries, you're protecting our jobs, and you're definitely protecting our revenue. Specific initiatives include the National Energy Policy from 2013 to 2033, which aims to increase renewable energy use, the Disaster Reconstruction Authority for post storm recovery, and blue carbon initiatives that protect coastal ecosystems like mangroves. International partnership has also supported our efforts, providing funding, technology, and expertise to help the Bahamas adapt to climate change. So because the road is long to actually eliminate climate change, we all know that because the journey is long, we need things implemented to actually make to make the suffering well, or at least help us to endure in a better way rather than suffering so great. While government policies are important, individual and community action matter just as much. From reducing energy use and cutting waste to participating in local conservation projects, every Bahamian can play a part in protecting our environment. Small actions, when done collectively, can have a big impact. So the time is now. We must work together, government, communities, and individuals, to secure the future for the Bahamas. By protecting our islands, our culture, and our economy, we ensure that generations to come can enjoy this paradise we call home. Climate change can affect all of us, but it's up to us to affect what's going to happen in the future. We must act now before it's too late. The time for urgent call is now. Thank you.